lead in, but
me too. But
all right, we're live on this Wednesday, and this is going to be a new thing, I think, that we're going to try. But it's basically just beef and Barnzy. So once again, I am here with my esteemed co-host and internet personality, as well as a fantastic bowler, Beef Stew. How are you today?
I'm pretty good. I'm just sharing this to the Beef and Barnzy page.
Seems like the right thing to do. Suppose I should do some of the same.
And that's your goal.
Yeah, so, there we go. I think we should start off just having a brief chat about the unfortunate cancellation of the PWBA season.
Yeah, it is unfortunate for sure.
I mean, it really sucks because it felt like they were gaining some momentum in both their bowl TV products and the product that was going out on the TV. So, yeah, I don't know where that leaves them. I'd be fascinated to see if they're going to try and, depending on how the situation goes, maybe have the Queens or the Majors. I don't know where that's left them. And it would be wild speculation because I didn't even really get a chance to read the press release. So it's fairly breaking news, I think. So
yeah, it's very quick, and I think it was shared a few places already, and so that's how we came across. I feel terrible for people who really are bowling only for a living. Like you said, the Danielle, the Liz, some of them. Obviously, it's bad for all of them because it was a true avenue, and it's been a nice tour. So
there's someone who can read, Curtis von Kruger, saying that both have been cancelled, unfortunately. So, but on a positive note, it seems like the Lucy is going to go ahead, full steam ahead. So Donna is frantically working on the logistics of social distancing and how many people you're allowed in the bowling center at once and all of that good stuff.
Pro-ams and that, and when it's going to be also, I mean, that's a month and a half from now. So how much is going to be relaxed, how much is not. As I've come to learn, if you have a public emergency intercom system that's tied in, then your capacity, if you do not, it's limited to 300, no matter the size.
Oh, okay.
So,
interesting.
Yeah, and that's why, like the center of Louisville near me, the capacity is 300, even though, it's a 35,000 square foot building. Certainly it's bigger than that, but they had 22 leagues of trios on Monday night, and so they requested that basically no one bring anyone in to watch. So,
yeah, it's. I think the one thing that we were learning as we go, and my wife brought this up, is that depending on where you are in the country, has a significantly different. I don't know. Your viewpoint is significantly changed. With me and you both being in Texas, we don't have a very broad brush of understanding all of the sides of it, because in Texas, I think one guy put a picture up. It said, "I can't believe it. Texas got bored of COVID-19." But that is kind of the way it's gone here. The bowling centers are happy to go, and yeah, a lot less of the issues that, like someone, for example, like the Sweep the Rack guys being based up in the Northeast, much different.
Yeah, same with Billy. He's an hour and a half from New York and that, and so many more people have been touched by someone who's been affected directly that the viewpoint is much different. From guys that see life relatively the same way. And so it's been interesting. I think we should go through a little bit of format today because it's going to be a little different. Although, like I said, we have the best fans in bowling, and they've been firing in on the questions in the comments lately. Stu and I will try and answer the questions. Sometimes the stuff that we haven't been able to in the past, and we'll have our own little fun fun topics that we'll go through today and give our answers to, kind of best ofs. And you're welcome to fire in with your own questions, and we'll try to.
So this is what makes my wife laugh almost more than anything in the world. The fact that when you're English, there isn't a difference between porn and porn. So she's I'll no doubt hear her cracking up in a minute. But yes, porn.
So, it's actually interesting, and Leonard has come in as we've accused him of being TJ's burner account because he has been firing in, but he's never bowled a pro-am and wants to know how the pro-ams work. And what the deal is, you get assigned a pair, and basically 6 pros go across. Now, one of the great things about the Lucy event is you get a male and a female on each during each game. There, you bowl the whole game, so you have 3 men, 3 women, and so you get to bowl with at least 6 pros in that event.
Yep. We had a good question here. Craig said,
yeah.
Good question. How often do you drill a new spare ball? It depends how many times I miss 3 singles in a block.
For me, once they feel good, I throw them basically until they break.
Yes.
And that's the one thing, because it tracks so close to the thumb, and you shoot so many things in the corners, so they hit probably the least padded part of the kickback on a regular basis with slowing down the least as well, because there's lots of times it's just one pin. The thumb holes tend to really, or fingers tend to really blow up at some point with those. And so, and obviously we bowl a lot of games, and then as opposed to Stu, I shoot a lot more spares than he does. So mine take a beating. Mine get tracked up.
Yeah, I mean, I can talk from experience that both me and Dom, if we start to get the bad vibe with her, whether she's 1 week old or 1 year old, once the bad vibe comes, she gone.
If this question's come up a bunch, we can go ahead and address it one time here, and probably only one time. But they do have their own tour, and so how do you qualify which women deserve to be on a team versus not? I don't know. So we just expanded the men's side. There's people that think there should be more men bowling than that. I just don't see where there's room for that. I think there's the better question is having the women have their own PWBA league. So
I've got to say hello to Cynthia. She cooked some mean food when she came over. Rob Pirisha, there you go. He's coming off the top rope. Yeah, you shoots a lot more. Yeah, you shoot a lot more 610s though.
And that's in league. So
this is blurry, or is it just me?
I think it's just you.
Don't know.
So
I hope it's just you, Becky. Yeah, there you go. Ryan says it's just you. So what we're going to do is me and Chris have got some paper here, and we are going to each ask each other a question, and we're going to put the answer. We're going to both hold the answer up at the same time, and these questions are going to be all over the map of anything. So once we get started, we're going to do a few questions, and then if you guys think of some that you want to add, they're just like rapid fire, like one person / word / whatever is the answer. So, what should we do? Okay, Chris. It's 1 a.m. We're just coming back. We've bowled the U.S. Open that's gone on all night. We need food. Where are we going?
Man, that's a different question now than it was when I was 25. I can tell you that.
Because most of what I would determine good fast food places aren't open at that point. So we can't really go with Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, depending on what part of the country you are. I'm gonna pretend we're in Texas, so I'm going Texas. All right.
Okay.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Whataburger. See, I'm not a true Texan yet. I won't defend Whataburger till the end of time.
No, I'm actually more of a recent convert. Although I got to say, when we used to bowl over at Euless a long time ago, and all the tournaments were there when Jim Welch ran them, there was one around the corner, and breakfast taquitos were almost worth the wait that is ending at Whataburger. So Denny's, IHOP, that was certainly go-to. When I was in Wichita, Spangles was a nice stop after maybe partaking in an adult beverage or two at my bar. So,
all right, then, Chris, you're up.
All right. Well, we're going to go with. I'm going to be a little bit more predictable. We're going to go with some bowling question here. You're building a PBA League Dynasty team from scratch. So set up just like it is now, only the finals. I know if you bowled all year long, it's points. Who's your first pick?
Oh, in the PBA League draft, we just started from scratch.
Started from scratch.
Okay.
And
I've got two answers.
Okay.
You ready?
Sure. 3, 2, 1.
This is my real answer, but realistically, you got to pay the bills somehow. All right. Well, as greatest quarterback of all time is very obvious. Let's do a different one. Let's do greatest running back of all time.
Well, you didn't even have the answer to the other one right. So, you know, Brady made Belichick great. Manning made John Fox a great offensive.
John Fox went to the Super Bowl with the Panthers.
I understand, with a great defense.
Okay.
All right, greatest running back of all time. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right.
3, 2, 1. Oh, you went with Barry Sanders. I went with Jim Brown.
Identical types.
Oh, yeah. I think we could have been saying a different guy. Bo Jackson could have had a chance if he hadn't had his leg ripped out of his hip.
Man, if he'd got to play about 5 more years, wow. Although there's a lot of guys like that, sort of. Damian Tomlinson for 5 years was.
I've got nobody agreeing with me.
Emmett, had he played for the Browns, wouldn't have made it to the 3rd year.
No, he said, Del Powell says Barry Sanders, sorry, Emmett. Earl Campbell, Walter Payton.
That's a legit pick. Walter Payton, I like that pick as well.
Here's somebody, Belmo is no question. Well, it was for the PBA League. It wasn't for the PBA Majors.
Yeah. If you were counting qualifying, you went to some format where it went year-long, there's obviously only one pick.
Yes.
So, yeah, without a doubt. So
Cynthia at least sticking up for me, going with Jim Brown.
Yeah. Wichita North. Yeah, that's where Barry went to high school, actually. It was in Wichita. So
Rick Ramsey said Mike Flanagan sent him. So yeah. Okay, this is good. If anybody okay, well, we can answer Mal's question then.
All right.
Second best bowler.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. EJ and Simo. I think you can make a good case for either one.
Yeah. I think EJ's more consistent, but I think Simonson's peaks. I'm a peak guy.
Yeah. 5 years from now.
Wow.
Who knows? I mean, I think those two are going to go back and forth a lot.
Spot the Bills fan.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I was a big Priest Holmes guy too, but I was realistic about what it was. So.
Josh Blanchard. Oh dear. I'm liking this. We're getting okay. We got another one.
There's a couple of different questions here. The best one right now, the best one 5 years from now. Write both answers.
Okay, I'm writing the same answer.
I'm not.
Okay. Wow, you've been smoking some stuff out there. Wow. It's good. It's good to have fun. You just dismissed your teammate. You can tell the PBA league's been put back a little.
I don't want him getting lackadaisical in this off time. I got to keep him a little bit fired up.
Okay.
I also just called yes for the first pick in the draft. So
yeah, you're all over the map.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, what can we go with next? Come on, help. We need questions here. Questions. So a vote for Simonelli? Definitely. This guy's definitely a Buffalo guy.
Packy, here we go. Packy, according to Packy. There we go.
Oh, God. See, Tina said favorite fantasy football team name. I can't possibly say my favorite one. All right, we can do that. Do you have one off the top of your head, Chris?
Thanks, Eddie. Eddie Haskell. For those of you that are my age, you get that. So, this go with something a little easier. What's best comfort food?
Oh wow, there's so many. Look at our body shapes. This is a much easier question for me a much harder question for me to choose than Chris. Okay. Three, two, one.
Andy's ice cream. All right.
Right.
We not agree on the same thing, I'm afraid, but see anything?
Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, here's one that we could be more fun with. Best? Are you talking about all time or the current NBA team? Should we go with the current NBA teams?
I think all time is probably a better.
All right, let's go.
Who do you think the best one this year is? We may find out.
I think the best team. I think it might be the Bucks.
The Bucks right now?
Think so. But it might be the Lakers.
If the Clippers get healthy, and they should be healthy after 3 months off, I'd still give them a run.
It says you have to go to any fast food place. All USA chains apply right after the show. Which one are you going to and what you're ordering? Well, we can do that. We can do that. Because I'll just write what I had just before the show. All right. 3, 2, 1. Chick-fil-A, the king of the beef and Barney show.
Yeah, there we go.
Somebody says it's the Lakers and I'm insane. It shows how much I've not bothered watching the NBA recently. The answer, as far as I'm concerned, is anybody but LeBron, so it's a little difficult for me. Who do I think is the best NBA team of all time now? Oh, Mika. Why do you have to be the person who wants to run us over? Okay.
Uh, Good.
All right, 3, 2, 1. I wrote Benoit. But Essie's not doing it, Callahan.
I just said not Bugsy.
Okay.
And then Benoit.
Linda.
I enjoyed my time with Calderon as well.
Yeah.
Jacobs is okay. How about you, Mika? Why don't you put in your favorite one? This should be silent for a while, I would think, but yeah.
Are we talking about basketball or bowling? Because if we're talking about bowling, that's not really close at the minute. I love you, Dom, but it's not really that close at the minute.
What's that?
Best European player in history.
Yeah, not yet.
If we're talking about the NBA, I guess it's probably not that close there either.
No?
Guess Dirk's.
Yeah, Dirk's a mile ahead of everybody at the moment. So,
we've had Flanagan as a guest.
Thanks for tuning in, Drake. I appreciate you watching our show all the time. There you go.
There we go. There's a Chris Barnes fan if ever I saw one.
Yeah, I think Mika wants to talk about the Triple Crown ball at some point too. So,
okay, here's a good one.
Ooh, this is easy, but you don't even have to fall. My answer is you wouldn't have had to fall him to the paddock. So,
I went with the paddock.
okay. Chris Collins, he does that is a fast burn right there. That's not really a fuse. So his ability to, and it was whatever was in the way. And then one of the nicest guys around ever when he's done. Like it's
nicest guy ever.
To his performance.
So this is one of our really good friends in Phoenix, and Keith. We used to bowl league with him. Got so angry, it was the best. like Tina still requests videos of him fung fryouts.
Yeah. Robert, I hope I may see you soon. Stu might be in like 15 years, but yeah.
Get rid of the kids. That's why you might be moving.
Collins, yes, Collins. Yeah, we have a.
Yeah, I messed that one up. Mika. I've just seen Mika get very angry at boxes in the paddock. So with Chris Collins or Hess or somebody, you never have to chase them.
Fact.
But yeah, you can't be when you see the guy strutting out like 10 lanes and you can see him pop it and pop it and pop it, and then you get in the paddock and it's like, rah!
All right, so it's come up here in the chat. So I'm going to go Norm or Pete.
Okay.
Those two seem to be the next on the next list once you get past the Walter, Earl, and now Belmo conversation. 3, 2, 1. I agree.
Yeah. Larry says most hilarious behind the scenes bowling story. Anything involving Mike Miller. Like a really quick one, because we could go on all day about Mike Miller stories, but a really quick one was one year he was bowling in the where would it be? Fountain Valley. And in Fountain Valley, they had like the end like 6 or 8 lanes as part of the paddock. And he was practicing in the paddock in June.
Empire.
There you go. So How did you go, Chris?
We had pipe and drape set up all the way down. And so we had lanes over like 1 through 10 was like the players' practice area, 60 lane center, million lanes. You walk in, the PBA rule is you cannot practice in shorts or jeans. That's the practice rule. You can't practice in those things. Mike says, okay. So Mike takes off his jeans and proceeds to bowl in his tighty whities on the other side, which is a scarring moment that I still can picture. Yeah.
I feel like we could almost, Kirk's getting time. I'm telling you, our first guest the day he retires is Kirk Von Kruger.
Yeah. As soon as the day hits, we're on countdown. And the PBA history, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, perhaps. We'll see.
It'll be like T-ball as well. What was your favorite time when you find Barnes?
All of them is going to be his answer then. I deserved all of them. Flanagan takes offense to that. Which part, Mike?
I think I was picking Norm instead of Pete.
Well, of course he does, but Flanagan, we've already seen his taste. He also thinks he could win a strike competition to 2 minutes when literally his ball takes twice as long to get down the lane as everyone else, so he's already at a handicap.
I actually tried it the other day. I got 9.
9? That's pretty good. I think Andrew, when he did it at the Chris Paul thing, was somewhere in 9 or 10.
I thought they only did a minute. Did they do 2 minutes as well?
They did 2, and he got on a little run. He might even got to 10 or 11. I can't remember, but it seemed like it was a lot, and it was a lot more than Sean. It might have been like 11. So, oof. Yeah, that's. Do I even have to write it down?
Apparently, we've got to. Some people are like struggling, I guess, with Facebook reception. So when we reveal them, we've got to say who we put because they've not been able to see them.
All right. See, people get the right answer now. All right.
3, 2, 1. Oh, I went Dom.
Dom. Yeah.
Because the thing is Dom never messes around with a God damn it or a gee whiz.
Yeah. No. Speaking of that, all right. What's your go-to cuss word or phrase?
Oh boy.
And do you have a PG version of it? I'll tell you the funniest one I ever heard. So this one's not nice. And I actually have to credit our man CJ for this one. So
yeah.
This is the most offensive phrase I have ever heard that involves no cuss words.
Oh boy, I know what's coming in this.
Yeah, this one's bad.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. In your mother's mouth is pretty awful.
Bad.
I go with you useless fat. Yeah.
Is Dom's fine bill equal time to his drill charges? Not even close.
No. Dom comes up smelling the roses. It's like when he drinks, everybody thinks it's funny.
He would have to get 2 fines a week, and the second one would have to be a player conduct.
Yes, it's very wrong. It's very
so wrong. I of course don't say it, honey. That was CJ's. That was CJ's. So,
but yeah. So well, this was fun. We managed to rapid fire it through half an hour. We really appreciate you guys coming on. I think we're going to go with this format again. It seems like people had a good time with it. We might do it a little bit more on a more serious note the next time. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Look at it now. I thought someone was going to write something funny, but they didn't. Yeah. So on Friday, it's going to be the Beef and Beef show. Chris is
I'll be headed to San Antonio on that Friday. Yeah.
So he's left me to carry the weight, and I've decided that we're going to do create a 6-ball Arsenal show, because everybody's doing the guest thing, and
Zeke, love you.
that's good. Zeke actually had one of the worst screw jobs of all time in Columbus, and he managed to just stroll it off like no problem, like just breathe the whole time. I was very impressed. But anyway, I've got Steve Klompkin from Storm and Mark Anderson. He runs the Storm booth. So we're going to get some different perspectives of what's going on. So yeah, we'll see what they can come up with. So we're each going to come up with an Arsenal. I think we might do the 6-ball Arsenal to start with, and then kind of where we'd expand it to go to a 10-ball Arsenal for like tournament play.
If I can, I'll join from the road, and we'll see how it goes. But you never quite know out in the middle of Texas. So then again, I could be in Austin for 3 hours trying to get around it. So we'll see how it goes.
Yes, sir. So yeah, thanks for coming by for this short show on a Wednesday, and yeah, we'll see you again soon.
Can't wait. Hey guys, yeah, join Stu on Friday, and we'll be back again Monday as well. So till then, stay safe, be healthy, support the local businesses.